Other than a child's imagination, there is only one place where cowboys and pirates play. A place where Cajun meets country on the dance floor, and Creole and Mediterranean simmer in the same pan. Here is where legacy meets legend, and not all treasures are buried. Between the sounds of the city and the wild of Louisiana's outback, swashbuckling is not only legal, it's encouraged. Here, between the cowboys and pirates, a walk on the wild side can leave you in awe or in deep water.
Off this way. Off with his head. Off with his head.
What?
I got 5 more minutes till I get gone. And there ain't no changing the road I'm on.
Deep in the southwest corner of Louisiana is Calcasieu and Cameron Parishes, a living testament to the still wild coast and to the wild spirits that once found refuge in its isolation. In need of a history lesson, I opted for a horse and carriage ride with historian Adley Cormier for a slow jaunt into the heart of the area's past and present, Lake Charles. Lake Charles was always an area where people would escape.
People would escape to Lake Charles because this was a remote part of Louisiana in the sense that we were always sort of on the fringe, where Louisiana's outback. Where the pirate met the cowboy, that was southwest Louisiana and Lake Charles.
They came here to a region once known as the Neutral Strip, a historic no man's land between a westward expanding America and a land under the flag of Spain.
Lake Charles is not part of the Louisiana Purchase. In fact, we didn't get to be part of Louisiana until about 1825. We were always sort of in disputed territory with Spanish Texas.
This was a territory left unoccupied by the law or military, and it became a haven for renegades and rustlers until 1821. Pirates and privateers smuggled contraband here for crooks and captains of industry alike. And the industry that was king was lumber.
Some of the folks that cut that lumber and produced some of the early schooners that the pirates used lived in this neighborhood. This is the northern end of the Charpentier district, and we have some really great examples of Victorian houses here. The National Trust says that after New Orleans, Lake Charles has the biggest repository of Victorian and Edwardian-style houses in Louisiana.
That lumber may have built the unique architecture, but it was the pirates who built the area's legacy.
Lake Charles's biggest festival, the Contraband Days, actually acknowledges that pirate connection.
Lessons learned. It was now swashbuckling time.
Yo ho, it's a pirate's life for me. We pillage, we plunder, we rightfully loot. Drink up, me hearties, yo ho.
These people were pirates before Pirates of the Caribbean made pirates cool.
Contraband was formed 55 years ago by a group of businessmen to promote tourism southwest Louisiana.
Contraband Days happens to be the second largest festival in the state of Louisiana. It's over 2 weeks. Most festivals are just one weekend. This is 10 days of festivities, of carnival, of parades, of you name it, we have it.
Part family fair, part Mardi Gras, and part Buccaneer Bacchanal. This festival celebrates everything Louisiana, from the incredible food to the music. But the festival also gives a tip of the tricorner hat to the pirate and hero of the Battle of New Orleans, Jean Lafitte.
He would escape from the British, the Spanish, up the rivers and tributaries along the coast of Louisiana and Texas. Well, he would come up here to Lake Charles, pretty much take over this town.
And so we kind of recreate that when we come into the city. We bring trinkets and treasures to share with the people of Lake Charles, and people of Lake Charles share their hospitality with us, their music, their food, their drink.
With almost 100 events, Contraband Days has everything that makes festivals worth the voyage. To find the festival's buried treasure, I would have to channel my inner pirate and take a leap.
Oh!
Is it cold? Is it cold? Yes, it's cold.
Accepted for my daring. All I needed for full clearance was the look.
Here's the idea. I'm an honorary Buccaneer for 24 hours. I need some gear.
Okay, first we'd have to start off with the right color sash, gives you better authority on ship.
I want the highest authority.
You want the highest? Well, you're not wearing a assassin. You're going with a baldric, the king captain, like my royal coat here.
Yes. Here's the question. I don't know if I'm a pirate or I'm Prince.
Under all the puffy shirts, there is a legend that is celebrated at Contraband Days. The legend of a renegade spirit that built a community in the untamed natural splendor of Southwest Louisiana. Along the escape routes of Jean Lafitte, right below the surface, there is another treasure worth uncovering. Starting out of Calcasieu Point Landing, I head out with Captain Sammy to plunder the abundant fisheries of Southwest Louisiana.
So what are we fishing for?
Right here, there's a good chance we can catch a flounder, and usually catch a speckled trout and a redfish. And there may be all other kind of things too, but that's what we're looking for. The Lake Charles area is mostly salt water or brackish water. And we do also have fresh water. We have just about anything that any fisherman would like to fish for.
But I was not your average fisherman. Really, I wasn't even close.
Oh, speckled trout! And we lost it. That was close.
Close doesn't really count in fishing, though.
That was the one we was looking at, and that was gonna be your...
That was lunch?
Pan-fried, sauteed trout.
But what I lacked in skill, I made up for in my ability to choose a charter captain.
The charter captain is local and he's knowledgeable about his area, so he'll know places where he should go, places that he shouldn't go, and sometimes when and where is majorly important.
Lunch. Captain Sammy could find the fish, navigate the waterways, and teach me the zen of the catch.
Now, do I want to pop this?
Yeah, you want to pop it. But I tell you, go ahead and pop it like you had your big boy pants on.
I guess I'm wearing my little boy pants right now, huh? Till I bring something in that we can eat.
In no time at all, I was saying why this area easily lives up to the name Sportsman's Paradise.
Ring the dinner bell. Whoa! A nice trout. Biggest one yet.
With lunch safely aboard, it was time to head to port.
Good friends, a lot of interesting conversations, a world of laughter. It's been good.
There are other adventures that explore the wild of Louisiana's outback. With the help of Captain Sammy and a GPS explorer from the Lake Charles Visitors Bureau,
your tour will take you on the entire loop of the trail, so you won't miss a thing.
We drove the Creole Nature Trail. More than 180 miles long, the entire byway goes through and along 3 national wildlife parks, including Cameron Prairie, or as the alligators refer to it, home. The trail also wanders the western edge of the Sabine Wildlife Refuge, considered one of the top 20 birding spots in North America. This designated all-American road meanders through marshes, coastal prairies, swamps, and beaches where the trail ends at the Gulf of Mexico. This is Cameron Parish.
You're gonna feel it, might even smell it, but I know you're gonna feel it when we get into God's country. Cameron Parish, this is where I'm from, this is where I live, this is where I enjoy life.
From grasslands to shoreline, Cameron Parish has only one stoplight.
Cameron Parish is 90 miles long, largest parish in the state, and we got about 26, 27 something miles of accessible natural Gulf beaches for people to come out and look at, play on, and enjoy.
But the timeless tranquility hides a powerhouse of natural resources. And the stillness masks the power of nature's fury. Hurricanes have devastated this area, but like the courthouse, built in 1937, those who call Cameron home are still standing. And one of America's last great wilderness remains. Wild and rugged, a terrain unique to Louisiana that beckons to be explored. There is another trail worth blazing, one that will put you on the path to Cajun fulfillment and a full belly. It's the Southwest Louisiana Boudin Trail.
You got 29 stops on this Boudin Trail.
Yes.
Can you do it in one day?
Oh, no way, no way.
Not live through it.
That's a lot of Boudin.
In Louisiana, Boudin is the ultimate finger food because everything is in there. Meat, rice, vegetables, seasonings, everything is in this link, including a link to the area's pirate past, as I soon learned in Sulphur at the sausage link located at LeBleu's Landing.
Well, the reason that we named this LeBleu's Landing was because this is my great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. His name's Arsène LeBleu. He was actually captain for John Lafitte.
The sausage link and LeBleu's is Cajun to its core, from its Boudin balls to its Boudin stuffed chickens. And like the Cajuns, Boudin traces its history back to France, with some Creole and German customs added into the recipe.
So you guys use just a little seasoning in there. It's just a little
seasoning, yeah. You like that?
Yeah.
Well, what you got to understand, though,
Just a pinch.
Well, what you got to understand, though, is you're going to have another 70, 80 pounds of rice going in with this. So that seasoning is going to have to go out and season all the rice, all the vegetables that we're going to put in it, plus all the broth that we're going to add.
So like a Boudin is a little meal all in itself.
That is correct. You have your meat, you have your vegetable, you have your starch. It's all there.
Is this Louisiana fast food?
This is Cajun fast food.
Just grab
Breakfast
one?
of champions.
What kind of champions, though?
It takes a strong man to let me try my hand at mastering the zen of Boudin.
When it comes out, shut it off.
How do you know how big your Boudin is supposed to be?
Oh, after you've been doing it about 8 or 10 years, you pretty much get a rhythm going on.
So I hold it like this and I just open this thing up?
Yes, sir.
Holy, oh man, look at that waste.
It's not waste.
It's not waste?
That'll go into a chicken. People around here are real picky about their Boudin, so it has to be done right.
Everybody's job safe, folks, just so you know it.
The sausage link smiled his approval, and so did the thousands of customers that travel hundreds of miles to experience the flavorful fare of LeBleu's Landing. Back on the trail, you soon discover that each recipe is as unique as the families that have made Boudin their lives, like at B&O Kitchen and Grocery.
It's been family owned and operated for 30 years now. It's the same recipe I grew up with when I was a kid before we opened the business. The Boudin tastes the same today as it did 30 years ago. Oh, you put a lot of love in the Boudin. That's what I learned from Granny. We put everything into it. It's a way of life for us.
Family is at the heart of the Boudin Trail, and everybody is family at Hackett's Cajun Kitchen.
Hackett's Cajun Kitchen has been here for 23 years. Most of our customers now are like our family. And so we have family telling family telling family telling family.
Family, culture, heritage. Food can tie them all together.
Boy, I'm telling you, we cook it at Famous Foods. We cook everything at Famous Foods. You bring it here, we cook it. We'll cook it for you. Yes, indeed.
And tradition is what our next stop on the Boudin Trail is all about.
This is something that was handed down from my father and his father, before him, my grandfather. So this is something that's in our blood. I mean, we were brought up doing this since we were children.
So I said, born, not that don't. Not that don't. Look at that. Oh, smell that.
We know cracklings and Boudin. Well, cracklings is what we call pork belly. It's basically the same almost as what you'd have in bacon, you know, but it's pork belly, and it's cut deep into the meat and cut thick and chunky with a lot of meat in it, deep fried in our crackling pots. This right here is smoked cracklings.
Hear it.
Yeah, that's why we call it cracklings. That's it. You know, the smoked cracklings, if that skin doesn't pop right, or any of you cracklings when you're cooking, you know, that skin will be real tough.
Yeah.
So you want that skin to pop.
What's the secret to that?
Well, now that right there is top secret, man. I can't really give you that information because, you know, my father gave me that recipe when I was a kid. I can't give away the Guillory name, Beauty in French. We can't give that away.
But Darby would give me a chance to join in on the tradition.
Do I think they're ready? I don't know. I'm not sure I know if they're ready. All I know is I got a crew that is sitting there drooling looking at this right now. You'll get some. Woo.
Everything in the cracklings is in our blood too. We've just been doing it just like the Boudin our whole lives. And we really hold to those traditions. We really hold to those old traditions.
You can taste the generations
Exactly.
in every single bite.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
In Louisiana, traditions aren't just kept, they're celebrated. And here in the farthest southwest corner of the state, there is still a little buccaneer in their celebrations.
Back when Jean Lafitte was running the rivers and the coast, he would go in and take over the saloons and bars and have fun.
Today, there's no need to commandeer the city of Lake Charles. There's plenty of adventure to be had, and it usually comes with a Cajun Zydeco beat.
And when they hear the sound of the accordion, the feet start tapping and the hips start shaking. It's all over from there.
Resistance is futile. The rhythm of Gino Delafos and the French rockin' boogie is gonna get you.
If you come to Cajun or Zydeco dance and you don't dance, you must be dead. And I'm gonna tell you that in French if you don't understand English. Si tu viens au bal et tu danses pas, t'es direct mort.
The Grammy-nominated Gino Delafos is part of the next generation of Zydeco. His sound is deeply rooted in traditional Creole and influenced by Cajun and country.
It's a happy music. It puts pep in your step and dip in your hip, and you kind of forget about your troubles and just have a good time. That's what this music is all about. It comes from the heart.
And tonight, he's at Yesterday's in Lake Charles, a honky-tonk straight out of Urban Cowboy. No mechanical bull tonight, only the music of the resilient people of the coast.
A lot of songs that I play, they're about heartaches and stuff like that, losing someone, but people dance to it, and they happy about it.
The heart of Louisiana can also be felt in the beat of Cajun music. A quick two-step downtown and you can catch a Cajun Fay Do-Do and the catch of the day at Sabine Pass Crab Shack. Sabine Pass has the combo platter of Cajun culture, food, and music. Their world-famous barbecued crabs and Cajun seafood is as authentic as the music of Eric O'Blanc and friends.
My parents couldn't speak any English when they were young. I mean, we always had Cajun music playing in my house.
A way of life that this generation hopes to pass on to the next. And that is why this is always a family affair.
I mean, we want the kids to come in. We want them to dance and play and, you know, have a good time and love the music.
When you guys play a show like tonight, what do you want the people to walk away with?
Well, you know, it's just knowing that that a culture is still living and breathing. I mean, to me, that's the most important thing.
And people need to come down and experience it.
That's right.
You know, like I said, the heritage, keep it going, you know, or keep it alive.
Along the coast, there are songs from other shores, distant pasts, oceans away. On a trip to discover his wife's Irish and Scottish roots, James Bittner discovered his future.
So you went to a couple Irish pubs in Ireland and said, we like them, let's bring it here.
So we said, well, let's bring a little bit of that back to Lake Charles. And this is what we have.
And so McFarland's Celtic Pub came to be, in a historic railroad depot known as the Kelly Weber Building. I think Kelly would approve. McFarland's is family run, with a menu that would make William Wallace surrender. There are a couple of favorites that are worth loosening your kilt for.
Barney Stones and Mac Burger has to be the combination of the two.
This is not your Golden Arches Mac Burger.
We're talking 8-ounce patty, spicy sausage, Irish bacon that we brine in-house.
eat a Blarney Stone, James. It takes a lot of
pleasure.
takes a lot of energy to do those bagpipes.
It does.
Blarney Stones is a jalapeno sliced in half. We de-seed it, pack it full of pork sausage, wrap it in bacon, and then we bake it in the oven.
Can't come here and not have a Blarney Stone.
You know what I like about this place? It feels right here in Lake Charles. It just feels a little different, but right.
Yeah, like I said, everybody seems to like it.
There is much to like about the merging melodies of the Lake Charles night. There are treasures in Southwest Louisiana that are hiding in plain sight. Treasures that sparkle with a royal past.
Well, you know, they say that Jean Lafitte buried his treasure in Lake Charles, but there is a buried treasure in Central School that people may not be aware of, and it is the jewels on Mardi Gras costumes.
When the world thinks of Louisiana, they think Mardi Gras. But few on this planet would think to hunt for the largest Mardi Gras museum in the state in an old schoolhouse in Lake Charles. Located in the historic Charpentier district, the Mardi Gras Museum of Imperial Calcasieu tells the global history of Carnival.
We have Mardi Gras year-round in Lake Charles. We have from the sounds of Mardi Gras to the costuming to the artists that are making the costumes. We have approximately 350 costumes, 15 animated mannequins that tell all the history and stories of Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras in Southwest Louisiana has a colorful history dating back to 1882, and it is preserved here at the museum.
You can go from the design mode to the theme of the ball, the beginning of Carnival season with the 12th night. You can actually pretend that you're a king or a queen here by putting on a costume. We encourage you to put on a headpiece and a collar and take your picture. Blend in with the fun.
Anne knows a little bit about Mardi Gras merriment. She's royalty herself.
Would you believe that is my costume and my husband's?
And you were?
King and Queen Famille, the 30th in 2009. So wonderful time. Many, many wonderful memories. Have you ever been king? You need to come back and be in a parade we dress you as a king.
Dress me as a king.
I am telling you, until you've experienced it, you just can't imagine what it is to reign over a Mardi Gras.
I might take you up on that offer to be
I'm
king.
telling you. No, I'll dress you up.
Right now?
Look, I can find your size.
All right, let's do this.
Oh, wow, you are going to be a star.
I know, it looks like another wardrobe malfunction, but I'm telling you, these folks love to dress up. They take their fun seriously. For a couple of weeks before the sacrifices of Lent, you too can experience the madness of Mardi Gras as it spills onto the city streets.
You don't have to be king, though, to enjoy Mardi Gras in Lake Charles.
Oh, no. The people there along the parade route have a ball. We have 60 Mardi Gras crews in the Lake Charles area. We throw great throws. It's very safe, it's clean, it's warm. People love it.
Lake Charles is home to a culinary treasure just off the Eaton Path. Mazen's Restaurant is located at the intersection of the Mediterranean Sea and coastal Louisiana, where elegant fine dining meets relaxed southern hospitality.
We have a mixture of dishes from all over the world. We call it Mediterranean. We have French, continental, some Lebanese food, some Greek, even German dishes, some Italian sometimes, so it's a blend.
In the kitchen, Mazen does magic. But in the dining room, it's clear, food is his passion. Once a well-kept secret, Mazen's was voted best in Southwest Louisiana in 4 categories, including Most Romantic Dining. And I see why. I fell in love with the big flavors, from appetizer to main course.
This is here the old traditional Louisiana oyster Bienville and oyster Rockefeller.
No, this is heaven.
This one what made the restaurant popular.
My palate thanks you, Fish Aladdin. You and the over 40 different dishes that make the gastronomical globe-trotting at Mazen's something you need to experience. Food so good, my hard-working crew had to stop filming and start enjoying. Indulging was mandatory. That happened a lot on our adventures in Cameron and Calcasieu, and we're not alone.
You know, I met a man in Florida once. He told me, he said, I searched all over the place for some culture. And he said, when I went to South Louisiana, he said, this is what I'm looking for.
The culture and the people invite you to take part, to dig in, to live the traditions, and to discover the real treasures of Southwest Louisiana.
Explore the coast with your own DVD copy of this and other episodes from Go Coast, Louisiana. To order, visit our website, gocoast.tv. This program is made possible by support from the Louisiana Department of Tourism. Vacation planning guides are available at louisianatravel.com. Funding is also provided by
Just around the bend, the fish are biting, the birds are calling, the water's inviting, and there's a hiking trail for you to explore. The Louisiana coast is home to endless outdoor adventures. The best excursion is down home, where there's something for the whole family. Make the most of Louisiana's coast.